Hello and welcome. If you are a musician, a music teacher, or a music creative, then you are in the right place. In today's lesson, we're looking at how you can create digital music products to sell on Etsy. In this easy design tutorial, we'll be discovering how you can easily and simply add images to your sheet music in Canva so you can sell them quickly and easily on Etsy. Be sure to like, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss a lesson. And yes, I said lesson because I used to be a K-12 music teacher. If you're looking for a bit of inspiration, I will leave a link to a free download all about 12 digital music product ideas for you that you can begin selling right now on Etsy. If you have any questions about today's video, be sure to leave them down in the comment section below and I will get back to you. And make sure you stay tuned to the very end of this video because I want to share with you a very simple trick that will help you when it comes time for you to add that image onto your digital sheet music when you're designing it in Canva to sell on Etsy. So if you're ready, let's jump straight into the lesson. So to begin to create a digital music product to sell on Etsy, the first thing that you want to do is go to Canva. And if you don't know what Canva is, it is an amazing, easy, simple to use design product. And there is a free version. If you would like, I do have a link in the description box. But for today, I am going to be using the paid version, which it's very cheap. It's about $13 US dollars a month. So I highly suggest that you start using Canva, but for this tutorial, we're going to be looking at how to add images to your digital sheet music. So let's first of all look at what we're going to be working with today. So the song is You Are My Sunshine, but you may be asking, how in the first place did I get this piece, You Are My Sunshine, into Canva? So let's start at the beginning. So first, you need to create your score, your music. Now, you can use Finale, you can use Sibelius, whatever your preference is for your software. But for this case, I'm using Noteflight, and I really like Noteflight for creating simple sheet music. So I have here on the left some of my different folders, and because we're looking at You Are My Sunshine, we're going to choose this lead sheet. So I have this lead sheet tab open. And you can see I've created the score here, and I will be making a tutorial on how you can create a quick lead sheet or a quick piece of sheet music in Noteflight. So for this example, I'm going to click here on the three bars on the left, and I'm going to hover over score, and then I'm going to click on export. And then it will bring up different options. So because we're going to use this as an image for our Etsy listing, and we're also going to be editing this in Canva, you're going to export it as a full score PDF. You click continue, and it's preparing to download. So once that downloads, then you'll be able to find that on your computer, and then click save to make sure that you've exported it properly. So now our sheet music has been downloaded, and all you're going to do is click on that. And then what you'll do, now this is a very important step because you want to make sure that your product image, your sheet music, is super clear. And if you just take a screenshot, you won't get that clarity. And you want to make sure that you have the highest quality image as possible when you import that into Canva. So you'll go up here to File, and then you'll want to click on Save. Actually, no, excuse me, Export. And then when you export, they'll ask you for the format. So right now it's in a PDF format, and you want to save this as a JPEG. So click on JPEG and click Save. And then once that downloads, I'll take you to the next step and how to import your sheet music into Canva so we can begin to add images to your digital sheet music. Now you can see that we have the PDF, and it's now saved as a JPEG, as a image, and this is exactly what we want. So let me clear some of this information here so we have a clear idea of what we're going to do. So I'm going to click on my Canva, and again, if you don't have a Canva account, that's fine. And actually, we're going to start a new page so I can show you exactly what you need to do. And let me zoom in. We're at 50%. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is then go back to your Finder, and then here what you'll have to do is you'll go under uploads, and all you have to do is drag and drop this file and it will automatically upload. And it might take a few minutes, and then all you need to do is you've got your blank canvas, and then what you'll do is once that's done loading, you can either drag or double click it, and you can see here it is now on our blank canvas. Now, the other thing that I like to do, obviously you're not going to show these rulers and things, but when you are initially designing your images, you also want to make sure that your sheet music fits within the margins, because when your customers go to download your sheet music, you want to make sure that it looks nice and neat. So let's zoom in a little bit. Let's go to 75%. And now remember, I am going to be changing the title image here because I want it to fit in with the aesthetic of this music, of this lead sheet. Because it's colored and it's geared towards the young market, I will be changing the title. So first things first, let's go ahead and size this up a little. And you can see the margins here are laid out for us. Okay, and that's okay. And then of course we can tweak this as we go along. Now I already have another sample down here, which I've already cut off the original title because we're going to add a different title. And then let's see. Okay, so here is the font that I've chosen. Now remember that when you want to add text, I'll show you quickly how to do that. You just type in a T and it will upload the font for you. But remember, with Canva, you can only use the free font. If you use a font that is not free, you have to purchase a font, and there are many places where you can purchase fonts like Creative Market. So I have purchased this font, and so what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're simply going to highlight it, and then we're going to move it up onto the top of our piece, just like this. So we're going to set that on top just like that. Now to the fun part. So we talked about adding those images to your sheet music. So again, I have already purchased these images from Creative Market. So as you can see here, they're already in my uploads, and I have them as well. Let's move the sheet music up. So I have these images ready to go, and it's the same process. When you go to Creative Market, you simply download your images and they will be in either a PNG file or a JPEG file. I recommend PNG file, and you can simply upload them here to this side of your Canva. And you can see here, I have, just to give you an example, all you have to do is click and drag and you can add them. There's different, you can resize them any size that you like, and you can copy and paste whatever you need to do. But for this particular piece of sheet music, I decided just to add these two images. So I'm going to erase that image, and I'm just going to add this image. So I'm going to drag this up here, and I'm going to add this just sort of at the top. And let's see, I might want to move the title down a little bit. And so there is my image. And I'm going to move that. You can even resize it, make it a little bit smaller. And then I want to add one more image because I want the balance to be there. So I want one on the right and one on the left. And I want to resize that a little bit as well so it doesn't cover up my title. And then let me show you quickly Creative Market. So if you're not familiar with Creative Market, and you'll see everything that I've purchased, I purchase a lot on Creative Market. So those two images were from one of my purchases on Creative Market. And I will leave the link as well to Creative Market because it is an awesome place, especially if you're not versed at image design. It's a great place where you can get lots of different images to add to your music. So that is Creative Market. So let's go back to our design and let's see. Okay, so we're looking pretty good here, and make sure that you have everything lined up. You could even enlarge this a little bit. Okay, so you want to make sure that your margins here are, your music is within your margins, right? Okay, and that looks good. Okay, so there we have the whole score. And then when you're done, all you need to do, let's move this up to the top so we can know that it's our first image that we want to download, then what you'll do is you want to go to download. Now, there are two different ways that you're going to do this, or that you can do that. Because we are adding the images to our sheet music, when you upload this as a file for your customer, you want to download this, or I download it as a PDF high quality. So you click on a PDF, and then we're only going to download the first page, and then you're going to click done, and then you'll click download. And it'll take a few minutes to download, but once it downloads, then all you have to do, let's open it and see what it looks like. Okay, there we are. So let's open this up, and this is definitely a rule of thumb that you want to follow. Always open your product first to see what it looks like. Don't just go and upload your product, your sheet music, as your download to your Etsy music shop. So make sure everything's lined up like this, and then all you have to do is, now that you have your images on your sheet music, then you can add it to your listing in Canva. So thank you for watching this video. I hope this is helpful, and I will be making a future video on how you can then upload this to your listing. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next lesson.